Ever since I was a kid and my voice changed, I've been told by people all over the country, people of different ethnicities, backgrounds, I've been told by people that I have an incredibly white voice. That's what they say. And people try to act like they can't hear it, but if I called and then showed up, you'd be surprised. Like, you know? Every time even my laugh is like, ha ha ha. Like, every time I laugh, someone somewhere gets audited. Like, that's what the auditing is. You know? But I didn't realize how, like, white my voice sounded to people until I was in Louisiana, where I grew up, and I was running for the bus. And the bus in Louisiana is not like the bus anywhere else, because the bus in Louisiana comes once a year. It's a big deal. You need to make it knees to chest, okay? The stakes are high. I don't know if the bus stops. I've never been on it. But I was running so fast and so hard that I knocked down this old man. And I mean, I cleared him, okay? Normally I'd feel bad, but it's the closest my little body's ever come to football, so I was pretty excited. I was like, he might be dead. Look at me go. You know? But I did feel bad, so I let the bus go. I helped him up to his feet. It was this old black man, and I even realized that he was blind, so I saw his stick. So I grabbed his stick. I put his stick back in his hand, and I was like, sir, I'm so sorry. I hope you're not injured. You know, you came out of nowhere. Please forgive me. And then this old blind black man went, get your hands off me, honky! And I was like, sir. Sir, I'm black. I'm black like you. And he was like, nice try, cracker. Like, there was nothing I could do. And I've never had to prove I was black for it, so I got mad, but then the madder I got, the whiter I sounded. Until the point where I was just standing in front of him like, by golly, I'm black, gosh darn it! There was nothing I could do. It was terrible. You know? I don't know how to talk to people. Like, it's a real thing. I have friends now, but the damage is done. When I was a kid, I'd just sit in my room and read encyclopedias, which is not a kid you want to talk to, you know? It's like, how's it going, sport? You want to know how many miles the Earth is from the sun? Oh, gosh. Get that away. You know what I mean? But now I'm used to being alone, so I'll just sit, I'll think about a thing, I'll sit and just be alone and thinking about the thing. But then when I talk to someone, they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, no, I'm not crazy. I was thinking about this all day. Like, I ran through all the channels, all right? I'm not crazy, you're crazy, okay? I can't be crazy. You need to check. You're just finding out. I've been here, all right? Like, the best example I can give is I don't get in heated arguments with people over, like, race or religion or politics or anything, because all the stuff I care about is too dumb for anybody else to care about. Like, everyone is, you know what I mean? It's just me, you know what I mean? Just by myself. Like, the best example I can give is when you go to the bathroom and you wash your hands and then you go to dry your hands, but there's no paper towels, there's just that air dryer. Where is the air coming from? Where's the air coming from? That is bathroom air. That is ass air, all right? You might as well fart your hands dry if you're gonna dry your hands like that. So then I leave the bathroom with my hands wet, you know? So then I shake people's hands like, why are your hand wet? Because I'm clean, okay? I'm not crazy, you're crazy, okay? I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Right? You know? Because I would just sit alone and read and think and read more and then have nobody to talk to and then read and then finally talk to somebody and they're like, oh, God, what's happening? You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I read a lot of history books, you know, just sitting in my room, read a lot of world history, American history, Southern history, because I grew up in Louisiana, I just wanted to know. And one of the things I read that's always tripped me out, right, is that, like, after the Civil War, they let the slaves go. But the slaves still lived in the South. So you probably ran into your ex-slave, like, all the time. Which has got to be the most awkward ex-run-in in history. Just like, oh my God, there he is. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Hey! How are you doing? Are you mad? Like, that's, what else? I mean, what's she gonna do? I actually, no lie, guys, I straight up, I had a nightmare one time. I had a genuine nightmare that I was a slave, which wasn't even the worst part of the nightmare. The worst part is that I was the worst slave in human history. I was the worst. I was so bad. I was yelling at the slave. I was like, I'm not trying to start a revolution. I can't pick it up, all right? No, I passed out from heat stroke twice today, okay? You can whip me if you want, but I'm anemic, so I will bleed out. And that's on you, okay? Oh, you're gonna kill me? Please kill me. Please kill me. I would love for you. This heat is what's killing me. I've had hay fever for 2 months. And then they moved me into the house, but they didn't teach me how to read, so I don't know any recipes. So the food is so bad that even the slaves are mad. Like, everyone is mad at me. And then I almost burned the house down trying to boil some water, you know? To the point where Massa comes up to me at the end of the dream, and he's like, look, look, I don't know what to do with you. You free, okay? Like, I can't. I woke up fired from being a slave. You know? They have this thing that happens in New York a lot. I don't know if it happens in LA as much, but people will get a rescue dog, and this has always bothered me. They will get a rescue dog, and they'll tell everyone the rescue dog's story in front of the dog. It's right there. You telling its whole embarrassing life story. It's right here. It can hear you. You know what I mean? They do it all the time. Like, oh, this is Fifi. She's a rescue. A funny story. Found her under a bridge, raggedy. You know what I mean? Like, dusty, struggling. You know what I mean? Only 3 hairs on her little head. You know. I tried to feed her. She even know how to eat. I was trying to feed her. She was like, she had no idea how to eat. And so I had to grab her little mouth. I had to chew the food. I had to put the food in her mouth. I had to make her little head chew. I'm a hero. I'm a hero is what I'm saying. I'm a hero. You know? I wonder if dogs do that to us. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if dogs go to the park and see other dogs, and they're like, oh, yeah, look, that's Bill. He's a rescue. Michaela left him and he lost his job in the same week, so he really hadn't been doing anything, all right? I can't even watch my shows because he's at home all the time. It's absolute. Sometimes I will poop on the floor just to give him something to do that day, you know? And he'll try to act mad, but deep down he's like, thank you for giving me purpose. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. He's a rescue. I'm just trying to do my part, you know? Help out. There's a thing that always bothers me. I get upset with people over how they use language, just because if you use cliches, I feel like you don't care about this conversation. Like, you're just using several things that have been said before. I think you're just making up things until I go away. That's what it feels like. Because people use the cliches without thinking about what they mean, you know? Like, people will say things like, have you ever noticed when people say, call me old-fashioned, it's always for something good? You know, people are like, call me old-fashioned, but you should hold the door open for the person behind you. Or like, call me old-fashioned, but the man should pay for the date. Bad things happen in old-fashioned, you know what I mean? Are you serious? No one's ever like, call me old-fashioned, but we need some slaves around here. We really do. Like, we really, there's no more overhead to pay, all right? If they can build the pyramids, they can make Subway sandwiches. I will not lose my franchise this year. You know? It's insane. No one's ever like called me old-fashioned, but I don't like when women voice their opinion. That just always, it has always upsetted me. Feels gross. I don't like it. They're just throwing out ideas that I would have had if they had given me enough time to say it myself. But then they're talking, and it's like, ugh. You know? The other one that I really hate, that really kills me, it really upsets me, is don't judge a book by its cover. I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're getting at. You know what I mean? Don't judge just on appearances. There's more than what meets the eye. I get it, right? But that's a bad analogy. When was the last time a book had the wrong cover? Like, help me out. When have you been going to the bookstore to get a present for your niece, and you're like, I'll get Winnie the Pooh. She like Winnie the Pooh. And then you grab Winnie the Pooh. You just look at the cover. You don't read it. And so you grab Winnie the Pooh, and then you wrap it up, and then you give it to her, and then she unwraps it. And she's like, oh, Winnie the Pooh, I'm so excited. And then she turns the page past the cover, and it's Mein Kampf. That's never happened. No one's going to a bookstore just putting different books on different covers. That's insane. Sometimes I'll be in New York on the subway. I'll be like, he's about to be crazy. I don't know what he's about to do, but he's about to be crazy. I can tell you that right now. I'm just looking at him. He's about to be crazy. You know what I mean? And the train will come and it will leave. And he won't get on or leave the station. He just pulls his pants down. I'm like, see? That book was wearing its cover.
Who here lives here, by the way? Who here lives in New York? All right. I am not from here. I moved here, and I grew up in Louisiana, which, you know, do y'all remember the first time that y'all had to hardcore ignore a person here? You know what I'm talking about? Where you're just like, I cannot engage with this individual. No good can come of it. Because I remember, I grew up in Louisiana, very like hospitable place, taught to be very polite. I moved here from Chicago, even more Midwest, nice and everything. So I moved to the city unprepared. I showed up making eye contact. I was over here smiling in people's face like, hey, how's it going? Just every day. It took me 3 weeks to ignore my first person, all right? That's too long. Living in New York is a boxing lesson you have to teach yourself. You know, just after a couple weeks, I was like, all right, tuck the chin, shoulders out, make a Philly shell. Stay ready. I'll never forget it. The first person that I ever had to ignore in New York, I was on the train, and this guy was asking me for change. And when he approached me, he had one ball out. That's a rough approach, all right? Because I'm not gonna lie, one ball out, I don't even recognize it right away. Like that as someone with balls, I still, if I don't see the whole package, I'm like, that's alien. He walked up looking like a monster. I was like, I wish I had a gun right now. That's insane. I was so upset, and he walked out, so then I was looking at my phone, right? And the worst part is that I'm sitting down and he's standing up. So the ball is in my peripheral, all right? It's right there. There's no escaping. And it's just, he too close for me to look harder at my phone. It's like the top right of my vision is fucked right now, okay? And so I can't look away. There's no looking away. And he's talking, he's like, come on, man, I know you hear me, man. And then I'm just like, no, just ignore him and he'll go away. It just look at your phone harder and he'll move on, right? And then he starts getting upset. He's like, come on, I know you hear me, man. But the more upset he gets, the more animated he gets. And the more animated he gets, the more he's moving. So now the ball is bouncing. The ball is bouncing up and down. This man is dribbling in my face. And I'm just looking at my phone, and I'm just like, just ignore him. He'll go away. And this is the thing. I didn't cry. I did not cry. I just didn't not cry. Like, I did start to tear up eventually, and my vision got blurry. Because this is the thing. There's no science behind what I'm saying. I'm just telling you what I saw when I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I didn't want to see it. So it's not even like something I'm trying to relate. It just, every time he bounced, it felt like the ball got longer. And That's just so unacceptable. So then I'm tearing up, and then he still is getting madder and madder. He's like, hey, you can't just sit there. I'm a human being. You can't just ignore me, dog. And he's like bouncing around. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. He yelled at me for so many stops. I genuinely started to pray. And that's not a prayer you think you'll have to pray in a place that's not prison. You know what I mean? Like, I was just sitting there like, I don't know, I don't deserve this, Lord. I've been a good and faithful servant. All right. This is crazy right now. And then he was like, you know what? Screw you, man. I'm done with this. And he goes to turn around, but he's still clearly upset. He's still very mad. And so then, even as he turns around, he's like, and another thing. And then the ball swung. And I was like, sir, you're going to need to kill one of us, all right? Unacceptable. It does feel weird. I don't know if y'all feel this way, but it feels like nothing is actually viral anymore. Like there's not a shared experience as much on the internet anymore. Like you'll see something that interests you and it has 2 million views, and then you go to talk to people about it and no one has seen it. Isn't that crazy? Like your internet is tailored so much to you, so deeply, that it's just your whole experience, which is what 2 million is a lot of views. That means either a lot of people watched it or some very passionate people watched it a lot of times. I'll tell you my favorite video because I'm sure you haven't seen it. It's only got 2 million views. So my favorite video this week is a white woman in it. Probably my favorite white woman of the week as well, because she walks in to this police station with a gun. All right. Already very good, right? Already gripping. So then she walks in with the gun, and it must be late because there's no cops around, right? But then there's this receptionist like desk and glass, and she just starts beating on the glass with the gun, just beating on the glass nonstop, okay? And then I guess a cop finally comes towards the glass, and she's like, bam, bam, right? And then he moves out of the way, and then she's just walking around, and she's got the gun. I should point something out. The whole time, the whole clip, she's holding the gun like this. Like it's the wildest gun position I've ever seen. No wonder she didn't hit anybody, because it's just like this the whole time. And she's walking back and forth with the gun like this. Every once in a while, she's like, bam, bam. And then my favorite part is she sits down and crosses her legs, puts the gun down, pulls out what I think is a thermos, takes a couple glugs, puts it back down, gets up with the gun, bam, 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 and then, police tase her and tackle her, and it's all settled. Now, the reason that I'm so obsessed with this video is that there's no sound. So I don't know what she's yelling about. I don't know what any of this is about. I don't know what was said or anything. So then I had to insert it for myself. The video has 2 million views, and I think I am 1.9 million of those views. I think I've not been able to stop watching, because this is my thing. White women are so helpful, especially to the police. So I feel like she just walked in and was like, hello? I found a gun. I found this gun outside, and is anyone here? Hello? Hello? I can't, I'm trying to return it. Is that my gun? And the cop walked up and she was like, bam! Oh no! Because he startled her and she had a gun, and just like a cop when he gets startled and he shoots. And so they're just like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Oh my God, this is so stressful. Oh my God, I love rosé. Anyway, does anyone want this gun? And then they tase her and they tackle her. And then even as they're picking her back up, she's like, it's not even my gun. You guys should be more responsible.
You weren't kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. Dude, yes. When your phones get out of jail, you need to watch this video. I'm not even kidding right now. If we could only put it up. It's genuinely insane. I'm so glad you looked it up right now, because some of y'all are looking at me like, a white woman would never walk into a police station with a gun. Yeah, no, I'm telling you exactly what happened. This is crazy. And she walks in, she's like, hello, bam, bam, bam. Thank you for looking it up. This is like, some of y'all just, wow. You looked me in my eye like, I know a lie when I hear one. I will. Okay. You know what's actually crazy? I thought about this weekend. You know what I've never done at all in my life? I had to really think about it. Never once in my life have I Googled Jada Pinkett Smith. So why do I know so much? Why do any of us know so much? Isn't that crazy? I've never even Googled Jada and Will. I've never sought any of this information. I know so much about them, it feels like we're related. It's devastating. I don't know if y'all saw the most recent interview. She's given her 1,000th. And in it, she says that she says so many things. First of all, she said that she sold crack when she lived in Baltimore, which is like believable. That's a very entry-level job in Baltimore. That part I was like, and? But then she also said her and Will have been separated for like 7 years. Which, what? She also said that Tupac is her soulmate. It's like she's going out of her way to hurt Will's feelings now. This is really insane. Tupac is your soulmate. You've been married for decades. My soulmate's a guy from the 90s. And the more I think about it, and the more I listen to Jada talk, the more that I'm convinced that Tupac died to get away from her. Like, I feel like... Easily. They dated for a while, you know what I mean? And then he got a taste of what Will has lived with. And then he was in Vegas, and he got into it with some dudes on some gang shit and stuff like that. And they shot at him, and he thought about what life would be like with Jada. And so he just leaned into the bullet. She said they haven't been together. Her and Will have not been together since 2016. Which does make the slap more confusing now. That's right, because like that, they haven't lived together since 2016. Now it feels less like you were defending your wife and more like you just wanted to hit Chris Rock. Like, turn that man to a tambourine for no reason. That's insane. It really is. Like, what? Not even defending your wife at this point. You were defending your neighbor, I guess. Haven't lived together since 2016. It also makes the entanglement more confusing now. Watching Will and Jada is just like the Black Inception. You know what I mean? It's just a nightmare and a nightmare and a nightmare. There's twists that nobody asked for. What? Entanglement. Because then, this is my thing. If they weren't together, why'd they have that whole talk acting like they were together? It made them look worse. Why did they do that? It made her look like a cheater and him look like a cuck, but then they weren't together. So what's the big deal now? I mean, the big deal is that she fucked her son's friend, which is... A lot of people don't know that. That was Jaden's friend. So Jaden over there waiting for play dates and stuff. Ain't nobody showing up like it's a Brazzers video. It's so chaotic. No, it's just very chaotic. And look, I want to be fair for a second. I do want to be fair. Everyone comes for Jada and everybody shits on Jada so hard. And I get it. It's easy because she won't stop talking. But like, some of this is on Will. We can all agree about some of this is genuinely on Will. People blame Jada for the slap. That's not her fault. That's a grown man. And he got up there and he slapped another grown man. You can't blame her for that. It's not like she used her powers. And people blame a lot of the marriage stuff on just Jada. Will is also married to Jada. You know what I mean? He could get a divorce if he wants to, but he doesn't want to. He does not want, and if you pay attention to the interviews, he said it. Divorce is not an option. He'd rather them live as single people and still be married than to get a divorce. Which is weird. It is weird. I understand. For a long time, they were the symbol of black love, especially in Hollywood, right? And that's a symbol that he carefully curated that maybe she didn't want to be a part of, but it's one of the reasons he can't let it go, because it's a failure that he will not accept, right? But to just live as two single people but still be married is weird. It's very odd. Who is it for? It's not for them. They're not together. It's not for us, because now she aired it out. Everybody knows. It's not for the kids, because they're already weird. So who is this for? And like, I mean, it must be rough. I do get it. I have empathy for both of them genuinely, because I think Will, you know, came on strong, wants to make it work and everything, and Jada was just not having it. And a part of me, you know, I'm wrapping up, but just a part of me, a part of me gets it. Because if it's not the life that she wanted, it shouldn't be the life she accepted. That's fair. You're an adult in the world and you make your own decisions and you need to live by them, right? But also, to be fair to her, I don't have a gorgeous millionaire trying to fuck me and marry me. I don't know. It probably seems pretty hard to turn down. I'm not gonna lie. Like if Zendaya walked in here right now and y'all look like you're together, if she told you, bro, if she was like, I want to marry you and be with you for the rest of my life, you'd probably be like, look, I'm in a happy relationship and I found my happiness. I hope you find yours. I'm not saying it'd be easy to say to her. You'd probably say it after I do, but but y'all have been great. Thank you so much. I'm Josh Johnson. Have a good one.
I have loved the security at almost every job that I've had, because especially in New York, security, like you said, they're just trying to get through their day. So they really don't even step in unless you are actively being stabbed.
God, no.
Right? And even then they're trying to sneak up on the person because they don't get adequately equipped to handle what's happening, right?
Not at all. They want to get through their day, have to write a few things down that they're supposed to write down, and then leave.
And so
they don't have these Paul Blart dreams.
Yeah, like this is my thing. Okay. One of my favorites was when I was in Chicago, and remember I worked at the other grocery store, right? When I worked there was this one time. This shouldn't be as funny to me as it is. So, you know,
that could be the name of this fucking show.
Yeah, listeners, forgive me now. But there was a guy that was in the store wilding, right? Like truly wilding out. And as this dude was freaking out, somebody started screaming, like one of the customers started screaming, "Hey, go do something," you know? Because this dude is like, I don't even know how to describe it. He was truly just like freaking out. He wasn't even stealing because he was still in the store.
Right.
It's not stealing till you leave. And basically he starts like popping off, screaming at people, running around, everything, right? And the security, that the company that we worked with was a company that clearly must have just had some overall contract, because at every store it was the same uniform, right? And
well, they're a costume shop that had to pivot.
Yeah, there we go. Because
no one's renting our uniforms anymore.
Everybody that they sent except for everybody that they sent except for one guy couldn't fight and looked like they couldn't fight, right? And so there was this woman who was clearly like in her 60s, and she was a little frail as well. And she was working security for the grocery store, right? And so,
I'm not saying that 6-year-old women aren't strong, but they shouldn't have to do that.
They shouldn't have to be strong.
They shouldn't have to be strong for security.
For security, come on.
Yeah.
So then, basically, this dude's wilding out, and then and then it got to a point where customers were yelling at us and the security, like, "Hey, do something!" Like. because it's like this person is clearly they're not even like having necessarily a violent outburst, but they are running around and screaming and like swinging. So they're not trying to hit anyone, but they're just like, they're not with us right now, right?
Yeah,
is the best way
they're
to put
elsewhere.
it.
They're fighting a war in Narnia.
Yeah, and so
They're not here.
and so then everyone was screaming for this person to do something, right? And so she like that's the moment. And it's funny because every single one of these guards that I worked with had a moment where I made eye contact with them and could tell they didn't want to be security anymore. Like, dude, straight up, like everyone that I'm about to describe to you, even the dude that could fight, I'm telling you right now, I've looked in their eyes while the thing was happening. And then when we made eye contact, they were like, I could have been doing anything else right now. And so then I
should have stuck to painting.
So then she gets off of, I think she might have been sitting on the counter or something, and then she's like goes to run to, I guess, do something about this, right? And I don't even know, like, I don't even know if they gave them anything. I don't think they had anything. I don't think they had pepper spray. They may have had a flashlight. Like, I really don't think they had anything on them to like.
I think they usually just give them a walkie-talkie. I think is usually what.
And so she goes to run, and as she goes to run, she steps on her own shoelaces, right? And so she stepped on her own shoelace. She fell, and she fell sideways, and so I know she hurt her hip, right?
Of course.
And so now we're at a stalemate because it's like you as an employee aren't supposed to do anything. That's why they hired the security, And in certain situations, especially if it calls for violence, you could get fired even if you were in the right.
Yeah.
And so now I'm really between a rock and a hard place because any minute, this dude's gonna be over here. And in my head, I'm like, I know he's gonna come to my register, right? I had already played out the scenario in my head. This dude was gonna come to my register and he was gonna slap me in my face, right?
You're the magnet for this stuff, of course.
And so I'm like,
it's gonna happen.
And so I'm like, oh no, I'm really gonna get hurt. Like like, bro, I was really sitting there like, man, this is gonna like he probably gonna rear back too. Like,
yeah, that is pretty demeaning to be sitting behind a cash register just thinking I'm about to get my ass kicked.
And the worst part is I knew this dude was too out of it to actually rob me. You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
Like I'm rigging people up as well because people are running to the register, clearly just trying to get out as fast as they can. Mm-hmm. So I'm rigging people up fast. Like, I was already a fast cashier. Yeah. But I'm going extra fast. Like, I'm not even sure if everything's scanned. I'm just sliding stuff over. And so, because also in my head, I was like, if we can get everybody out of the store, this problem might like solve itself. I don't know why I thought that, but I just thought like, okay, this person is clearly lashing out around a bunch of people, but if there's not a bunch of people, maybe he'll calm down or something, right?
Yeah.
So I'm bringing people up as fast as I can. And then there's even, once again, like I said, shouldn't be as funny to me as it is, but she's still on the ground. So no one's actually like helped her up yet. And then there's a guy who walks in, just a regular customer, walks in, sees her on the ground, sees us like ringing people up as fast as we can. And then I like look over my shoulder at him and he just turned around and walked out.
Oh, yeah, because that looks like a robbery.
Yeah. It's 18 people that only want to rob for food.
Yep.
They knock down the security guard and they're paying with credit.
Yeah, a weirdly violent but also cordial mob.
Yeah.
Is coming through here.
And so I'm scanning as fast as I can, and then and this dude, I can hear him getting closer, and I don't know what aisle he's on, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know if he's 2 aisles down and he's really loud, or if he's 1 aisle down and less loud. But like, I can't see him, but I can hear him. And so, did I already tell you about this, by the way?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember this one.
And so then I'm like, I look over. That's how I know she's still on the ground. Because at first I thought I heard her fall, but I was too scared to like look behind me. I just started ringing people up fast, like. And then I turn my head and I see that she's falling, and she's like, she says, "Help me," and I'm like, oh no, we're doomed. Like, we're actually doomed right now.
That's your security. Your security fell down and she can't get up.
And so then I'm ringing people up. I finish a transaction and I'm like looking at the customer, I'm looking at her, and then I jump up and I like help her up, and it's like definitely nothing heroic. I'm literally just helping her get back to her feet. I'm not like picking her up or anything. And
you're helping her up to throw her to the lions too.
hey, you got to do what you do to live, you know?
You got the badge, lady. That's on you.
And so then I run back over to the register. There's only one more customer. I close my gate as if that's going to do anything. Like, you know,
like he'll get there and be like, "Oh, okay."
You know the little gate they give you at the register?
Yeah.
So I close my little gate. And I put the closed divider on.
And then if I stand real still, he won't see me.
Yeah. If nothing beeps, he won't move, right? And now I can hear a couple things falling, so I know he's getting close, right? And then this dude finally gets to the registers in general. Luckily, doesn't come near mine at all. Runs like knocks a bunch of people out of the way to run past them as they're checking out. Mm-hmm. Runs past the security guard. Does a cartwheel and is out.
Hold on. Okay, sorry. Did you say he did a cartwheel and then he left?
Yeah, this dude did a cart. So he was already pushing people out of the way to run out of the store, and then he did a cartwheel and then he left.
Like, my brain needed a second. Because honestly, once you said cartwheel, the whole sentence like fell apart in my brain. I'm like, there's no way he said he did a cartwheel and left.
Dude, bro, when I tell you that this lady busted her hip for nothing.
Well, sounds like she didn't stand a chance anyway. He was going to be flipping around her or something.
Yeah.
This man is trained.
This dude did like a truly insane cartwheel.
Yeah.
And by the way, when he was like running past us screaming, he was not making sense.
No.
Like he was like hobble, 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 whatever, right? But then
cartwheel is a powerful exit.
Yeah.
Because it not only does it take some skill and athleticism, but it's so counter to what he was doing.
I mean, is it though? He was running around apparently swinging his arms.
But to see all that and then to see him do a cartwheel on the way out would just make me go like, huh. Like, it goes from like, oh no, what's going to happen, to be like, well, now that was interesting. It's a weird reset, kind of.
Yeah.
It erases some of the crazy from before.
Yeah.
And that's the power of gymnastics, everybody.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
to be here and New York where I live because New York City had an earthquake, which, you know, if it wasn't already New York City. All the time, it just is. I was during that earthquake. There's a lot of crime in New York. So Rob during that was in the middle of like, get me, don't move. Some people, buildings are so knew it was gonna collapse, hoping I'd be at work when. It's, you know, maybe New York. They just got that, and you know that annoying type. Not talking about you. So much stuff like that. Clearly more than one plate. Somebody just got there, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get some authentic New York. Be amazing, and then they are covered in hot. Most New York experience they could have. Another that I can talk about it with things to me about money in general. You know how up a bunch of money to people build a bunker underground. It's gonna go to if things hit the people have like a hole. And we've always made fun of them, right? It's because they were so sure that they started to make. Then as those disappear a little bit, but then there were some people who were wrong. Some bad bunkers, but then they started making wealth and everything. And you know, global pandemic that affected the country, and people were like. But you built the whole world. A lot about just the general marketing of everything. And I don't know about y'all, but I always smarter than ads. Like, that's an ad. You can't fool me. You're not gonna. And I always feel advertising like I'm above it. A bunch of stuff. Who's really remember why I got that we need to pay more of this, you know? Imagine work at an ad agency, marketing agency, and not further back to when people were to ads and they were served, right? This is 7, and you're working at this agent. Go in one day to work, and let's say you're like VP or something like that. And then you get into the building. You don't know why with those, you know, those cardboard when you're fired. Everybody out shaking, walking about, running. You're like, what happened? And no one's by people. You're like, what? Office, maybe you share an office with your partner, and you're like, hey, so upset about what happened. And then he's devastated, horrible. Top 8 of our top accounts, Kool-Aid, some cult. Grabbed some Kool-Aid. They put a bunch of science. I don't know. The client is. People may never buy the product. This could be the end. We close, right? The brilliant. Or you stand there in the morning, the day that you know what? Let's lean into it. It's just that good. Think about it. Any other time frame, you know what I mean? Fill themselves with Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. You know? That's the power. To this day, you like that. To this day, you like, pass me some of that red. Some good stuff. And the thing, it's not bad. You're just trying to sell stuff, and maybe it's something that people in the world, all the market, what they want anyway. It doesn't always work. We found that the money is to make them feel less. So maybe this thing will be enough, right? Because then we always need a little. That's how they make money. And all the time, no one, you know? It's not bad when they're all doing it. It's most of what you see when being like, you're not this, you could be better, right? Feel terrible. It starts don't matter at all. And takeaway that you have from, I hope that you walk away matter as a person. It's very important that you have influence, right? Don't matter terrifies me because it means that all the interactions that you're supposed are going to be missed out on, right? I'll sometimes feel like a little just in a big piece of machine because the bigger picture is you are so important. Even like you're that little bolt. It's not the same. You understand that as every bolt on the door of a. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe at the factory, they didn't screw the bolt down. I'm like, do I even matter? If they don't care, why should I don't care. The door flies open, you're like, oh. Because Boeing, David Cal, their names. No, move like these faceless and then get to enjoy them. It's like balloon, and we should all know it and find them. Just to chat. Down, and I don't know. He's stepping down, and I think that should be. You shouldn't be able to go to stay until it's fixed. I mean, like that's crazy. And now your package, by the way, with the, bought a golden parachute. Messed the whole thing up. And I know he's not lead, when you're the captain and he gets to leave, that's true. For messing it up. That's May until it's fixed. They don't have to ever have, and then no more work for you. More work, I don't mean you get to go out and make another $1 for the rest of your. You need some stakes to be. Because I had a friend be like, but up and down, someone good there, someone that could fix the thing. What world is that gonna happen? So crazy. I told him, imagine, right? Middle row life. Flight. And during the flight, this incredible air pockets where you're stuff, all happening like a little bump. You're slamming into things and everything. Down, the ones that part of the demonstration, so much the thing on and everything, and then inflate, but oxygen is still, you'd say to a dead person. Craziest things I've ever. May not inflate at all working because you won't be. I blow. No. Let's say that's happening. You're in it. Crying, people praying and everything. And all this turbulence. Door swings open. Captain walks out. And the captain, everybody, we don't panic, right? Out there to say, look, I just want to tell you myself will be okay. I'm going to make sure. Right? The cock comes out to say, to resign from my position as your captain. It's been an honor, but I uphold the standard of I will be leaving. Wearing a parachute while he's talking. He's wearing a parachute while he's talking. I'll be fine. I know I messed up. I'll be okay? And then he jumps out of the ark. No, shouldn't be allowed.
How I feel about I thought would happen. That whole it was pretty. January 2nd came and they were like, and then they dropped the list and it's mouth everywhere. Everybody was like, geez, shake up the world. Everything's gonna change after this list came out, and a couple on it were on it. And then when I saw, that's right, I don't really move in the because any name of celebrity, I have no idea who that. It could be the head of a bank. Sick. It is a bit weird because if your name can't die now, like together for quite a while, he was a bigger part of it. No, it's a weird list. Gathering of people. And not everybody went to and I'm not taking up for anybody, but some of them, me feels a little bit bad when the jet was going. But then the jet might be going to Philadelphia real quick. Copperfield's like, I ain't got shit. Or do some tricks. So they drop me off at India. It is weird though. It scares me most about those to it was that we thought everyone that we know about it. Do you know what I mean? Like, think about all of these, like, silly. What was the plan to? Like, I don't know. Does it really matter? I mean, we're just gonna be like, oh. You know what I mean? It's like, if let's say, let them play. Feels like, and there, we just wanted to see it just for Mean Girls. And then we were gonna just go. Because it says a lot. Powerful piece. To them to begin. So then we might as well like they were on the list. Like I don't know why we needed a little bit more that Lindsey Graham. I'm trying to be a more person. I aired away sometimes, and I don't want to be a combative. My head, I'll be like, what? Well, to a point where I'm having. I went to like chicken spot. I ordered and they I truly asked for napkins, but too many napkins. Concerning, offensive. He gave me napkins in my head as he was like,
one napkin a meal, and they give you one napkin, right? Be enough. Maybe gonna wipe your hand. 3 napkins is, 4. He gave me a clutch. He gave me an unhoused amount. He gave me my blanket and my pillow. Full width of his big ass. All these in the back. There were so many in the back that flipped my food. It was deeply offensive amount, like he was saying, you can't take it. Yeah, it felt like he was socked. I can tell just by how you're standing. And my friend was like, well, maybe, just maybe he was trying to give you the hookup. I was like, okay, I had to extend enough to not be offended. Man, like somebody, and so he's like, look, how much? But what I got, napkin-wise, I stayed ready. This is how I know he won or something. He gave me all those napkins. That's probably one of the most finger using all his. The way that he was like, deeply distressed. Okay, chance. See the dude who jumped. This. Okay, look. If you haven't seen it, I'm very quick. If you have not seen it, to bring you up. So basically, I didn't know everything was happening. But in the video, you see a judge and stenographer. Something bad was gonna happen. Video starts, the stenographer's mouth open, right? Stenographer is looking ahead, and I don't know how big. There's a man already towards the judge. I don't know because a running start, and he just flew that stab. Like, because you know that table they got. I don't like it. Look, he jumped from the. Oh, no judges, right, ever. He didn't just jump across space. He went up. And black superhero. Is this guy? Then he jumps. Soldier Boy off this bench lands on. Gonna get her when I saw her. She was getting out of the way too. Even she was like, this bench. Me because she wasn't freaked out. She makes me feel like this must have make it like most people, and then they bang their head because for the bailiff to is nowhere to be jumped over the bailiff, right? Because the bailiff was over here like, yeah. So then he jumps up and lands on her. She like under the bench for a sec, gets over the stenographer. I don't know, but he was in a suit and they both start. So now this dude, his ass. Like in my mind, I was like, how do you fight as you get up? I don't even see that in the UFC. And you'll know she was denying his sentencing, which is when he jumped bench and attacked her, right? She was sentencing him his battery with severe bodily battery at the battery. I don't know what the other situation she was about to sentence him, but it sounded like she was about years. And then this man was like, I'm sort of done with this. Let me go ahead and stay forever. It's genuinely insane. I think that's the first we've ever seen as collective society in a million years. So like, I mean, if anything, I'm interested in what's gonna hammers in for it. But the judge said, okay. The judge was see him on Monday. This about Monday by any. She used a full mouth and get to finish my sentence.
For your friend and mine, Jen.
I don't know if y'all heard, by the way, the Olympic Committee lift the intimacy badge, right? You didn't know. When to participate in the Summer Olympics, they all stay in one together. And while they're there, all right, he's in the world in the peak of their dawn, right? 4 years, so 2024 was that time we do. And in that semblance of the Olympics, since they told something going, the last and something new. So just come here, compete. To present 2024 City of Love, not only intimacy band, they've come 100,000 village. That 1,000, there's only 300. Man, they expect 5,000 con 2 weeks. I'm not an Olympic athlete, but on the night of my life, there is no way That is too many comments. That is these young men. It really is. Flying from around their country. Now they got to worry about. That's not fair. It's too many comments because you act equally. They won't. Because you can be honest, when you think of the track stars, and it's the sexy athlete, nobody's thinking about that. No one's like, oh, good. No one has said that as a sport. You're like, it seemed like the. It was like maybe the Winter Olympics could get easy. Right? Oh, they need the warmth. Second, if there's any sport that could get through 300s in a couple weeks, the curlers. People love to get any. That entire top to bottom, all right? Every time that rock down the ice, what do they do? It's and gentle to get it started. And then they send it to the side of the ice with the broom. Just right so it hits a specific one watching the sport. I feel like when it comes to some sports, look really, really cool or hard to do. All the athletes, right? I'm not being the people who aren't athletes still look cooler. That makes sense? Like if you accidentally hit some like slope and air, people still gonna when you land. But if table tennis, there's just sports that are very adjacent. Is what. Do you know what I mean? Like even now, even tripping, you're like, I'm going skiing. This is about to be dope. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. The shot put and stuff. Those are impressive athletes. Somebody in life said, I throw. I mean, like. There's activities that are athletes doing, but if you're not an athlete, even the javelin, when an Olympic athlete do that, and then they like blah blah goes forever. The guy do it. I was in high school. It was a kid. He was other school because I was on team, but I was like a Jake Hurt. They would let me run, but they knew I wouldn't. It's just to appease me because I kept one of them. But they were like, be with us. Sometimes y'all trip and. It's gonna be my time, but the other kids will worry it, right? Anyway, there was a meet. This kid had and this one track meet to begin. Had everybody doing everything and so then they had some of the same times kids were throwing. Now people weren't really going that far, but there was this one kid. Then he threw the he threw the javelin and way to catch a javelin. It does make it look like you should. Leg, like it hit just a bit painful, but it's so leg. It's like, leg, you dying right now. You should have done the movie. You just over here. Oh. I feel like when I'm saying like you're getting it, it's like that. Sports just range. You know what I mean? There's like bobsled or very cool, going super, and then you get to the end. It's so fast. There's somebody, like, discus. At the Summer Olympics, throw your hardest, right? And then it just go, right? Because they already have the line. This impressive line right here. People go, ooh. If you get low, people, and then going home alone. That's just gonna work. But I hope it works out. I really do. I hope they get it on. Because selfishly, Olympic made babies like a medalist in a high jump. That sound, you know what I mean? Oh, I hope they fight. I really do. I just listen, like gold can't get with me. All right. I think incredibly important, right? Here's the thing. I don't know how to describe. Not a perfect the way through. So I really am just up here. Times that when a lot of my friends get married, right? You're in the family on it them. Like you love them. People you don't know, like know us too. We're family. You know? It works out beautifully. Like you meet someone, you fall in is also delightful. And that I love that for my friends. That's happened too. But then you meet someone and then you get introduced to that anything to do with I want on. Like that's came. You know what I mean? It was like going to a restaurant, being like, oh, I'll get and you'll get wings, right? No, trust me, the burgers have a sufficient amount of burger. All right. the wings will be like burger, right? And you'll be like, I just want to sign up for burger. I don't even like beef. Like, just want it to. And you're great. The beef, and like we should. On. This metaphor has run out. I've watched it happen. Like, because you know that your friends will, what's going on and something, and they're, man, even really yell at them good family. Like at a certain amount of yell at your sister, you can, that y'all grew up together, and even households or whatever, you can slide. You can be like urine. When you put in back it just takes off. Like, and I love that for them. My brother is a real, you just want to choke. It's not even a dream about punch. Just, until I just pull back or just mush. So much, I don't even have words. And then you have to be like, but not, right? Oh. Interesting was, okay. This kid very young, right? So they like almost right out of teen and stuff. But they aware that they don't really have to start a life, right? At home. Like they didn't. But I'm at her house now, right? But then the remarried because of the for a while and the grandma. So she was out getting it, right? Out playing the field and everything, and then down, like settled. Because it's like she found somebody, and then that guy is now his wife, grandma, loves hanging out with her a lot. But he, situation law now, right? But again, is like a daddy. And if you think that father, that granddaddy, know little about you, because you, like I don't like body grown, like we don't have to be granddad, right? But didn't have a, then that step granddad, and that Earl is a dick. Earl using all just be an asshole. Normally that would be on board with, so it was just kind of funny. Like Earl TV, and then they come up the show, and then grandma was never watched TV. She was doing something, right? So it would just sometimes in the room, and he'd be like, hey, can we watch this? Earl would love to watch like that. And he's like, can we just news anything that's happened? And Earl, and then he would get up and them or something. But what he up was he snuck out the remote and put it out. He just pressed it, thinking TV not working. No. There's at a certain point you're like, why am I here? And Earl, I say he had this raspy voice where he'd be like, say dinner, eating up all the food. Earl didn't even cook. Still gets so many heat and hate watch. He got the same food on his plate. Earl, a true hater from the core. It's not like my friend. He just hates that as cornbread. So he's. Thing Earl ever did. Earl in a chair for a little while, and he had like twisted his ankle, a little wheelchair.